Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 16th to the 22nd. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, yeah, we're going to jump right in, Taurus. Yeah, big week, okay? And I did tell you in your March monthly forecast that there's going to be a really strong concentration of planets in just this tiny, like, pie slice in the sky. And this week, you will have the sun, Mercury, Mars, and the moon in spiritual, compassionate Pisces. And you're going to have another stellium in fiery Aries, which would include the sun, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, and the moon. Stellium meaning three or more planets. So, wow, that's a lot of emphasis, okay? That's a lot of emphasis in your 11th house of your future hopes, wishes, and long-term goals and aspirations, your social network, people that you connect with, as well as your 12th, which is, that's deep. That's very spiritual, okay? The 12th house. So I want you to think about how these energies have been influencing your life just in March, just the past few weeks. There's just looking at what's going on for y'all. You're really getting to that point where you may have a lot of like big moments in terms of, your life purpose, what's really meaningful for you. Yeah, you're going to feel this enormous shift this week. You're going to feel a little restless. You're going to feel ready to conquer as a spiritual warrior. And the second half of March is just a lot more active. Not only are all the planets, they're going to be all direct until May. Yeah, they're all leaving Pisces, which represents endings, and moving into Aries. So you're going to feel a little fired up and very ambitious. It's all or nothing for your goals. That's that Aries energy, yeah, or your dreams. And of course, your destiny, because Tuesday, March 17th, you do have Mercury conjunct the North Node in Pisces at 8 degrees. So happy St. Patrick's Day. And yeah, you're just really going to feel this. Remember, you had Mercury conjunct Mars from over the weekend. Okay, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that through the first few days here. But this is Mercury, the planet of communication, the mind, writing, speaking, negotiating, meeting up with the North Node again. Yeah, again. They're having a conversation about you, Taurus, about your mission statement, your purpose, your destiny. And remember, I told you, Mercury in your monthly forecast, I said Mercury, when we get to this point, Mercury is going to meet up with the North Node again. Okay? February 12th. That's when they first met up. So think about what happened around that time. Okay? I said something around that date's going to resurface, and it's going to happen now. As in a resolution or, maybe a revelation, maybe, another review. It's Mercury. So it could be news that you receive on this day, announcements maybe that you make. There could be this fated conversation, or even a dream. It's Pisces energy. Yeah. Maybe there's someone or something you've been avoiding, and now's the time where you're like, okay, we need to talk. Maybe a person from the past. Remember, Mercury's still retrograde. Yeah. Mercury retrograde conjunct the North Node. Or it could just be someone that you said you wrote on Tinder, hey, what's up? And you got crickets, but they write you back this day. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be something here significant linked to something around February 12th. All right. It's all part of your, fated path. And perfect timing, right? With Wednesday, March 18th, you got the new moon in Pisces right in the middle of the week. It's at 28 degrees. This is one of my favorite new moons. One of my favorite new moons. Remember, Pisces is the end. So this would be the beginning of the end. There's this new storyline happening for you. All right. Remember, this is your 11th house, your future hopes and goals, as well as your social network, your, support system, benefactors, allies, that friendships, your squad, that groups, organizations that you belong to, maybe even something with social media here for you. This is just such a magical, even visceral new moon. Both Pisces and the moon represent the subconscious, which governs intuition, emotions, creativity, learned behavior. So please put your energy out there. Pisces energy lets you dream big. It's up to you on how real you make it. So speak what you want. Speak what you're wishing for into the ether. Make that real. From the subconscious to the conscious. This reprograms your mind, especially with like affirmations, repetition, inspired action. And none of that works if you don't have belief. If you don't have self-beliefs. You have got to believe in yourself. Okay? The reason I'm harping on this for you, Taurus, is because, again, you got half the planets in Pisces with this new moon, half the planets in Aries. Okay? Very soon. And that is your 12th house, and that's Pisces home. So you see, you have this overlap. This is incredibly spiritual for you in terms of seeking, right? Seeking. And again, just whatever you need to heal, especially, subconscious to the subconscious, like I said. And this is the perfect new moon to create that new reality that you deserve, because you are a part of it with the sun sextile Uranus. Okay, the sun in Pisces, obviously, Uranus in your sign, obviously. So the sun sextile Uranus, it's pretty rare. We only get it like twice a year. And what makes this even more rare is that Uranus is going to be leaving your sign very soon. Okay, a month from now. This is going to be the last time we'll ever have the sun in Pisces sextile Uranus in your sign. And that aspect, which is very auspicious, is pretty much baked into this new moon. And the sun, which is, your life force, your, identity, it's connecting harmoniously with Uranus in your sign. Uranus being the planet of surprises and innovation and freedom, breakthroughs, awakenings. This is very stimulating. It's very inspiring. All right. You are definitely going to have this spiritual awakening on your path forward. This is really, really big. You can't, the fact that the sun is, again, in Pisces, right? With the moon, for the new moon. And then essentially it's sextiling Uranus in your sign. It's big. It's big. And again, you'll never have this again. You'll never have this again. If you live past 84 years, yeah. But this is rare. So there is something here with relationships. There is something here with money, things that you value, okay? That may come up as well. You throw in Mercury and the North Node, which is very close to this new moon. So it's in the mix. And then, of course, the sun, which is, brings that optimism and confidence and hope. There is something truly fated with this new moon. And Uranus being unpredictable. Whatever happens around this new moon, the delivery that, could be coming in ways that you'd never assume, in ways you'd never expect, okay? You might do something unconventional that you got Uranus in your sign. Remember, Uranus wants you to shake things up, think outside the box while being your authentic self. So for this new moon, yeah, there's going to be some surprises, but a lot of it's going to be you. A lot of it's going to be you. You're going to do things that are, you're just like, oh, this, yeah, I'm coming, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, trying this new thing. So please set intentions, put wheels in motion, dream big. It's in Pisces, but trust the process too. Now, this new moon, you will have Venus square Jupiter. Yeah, there's a lot not on the whiteboard, but you will have Venus square Jupiter. And this is the only square this month. It's actually a good one. It's the two benefic planets, right? So what this is doing, all they're doing is they're saying, find the right amount of, what brings you pleasure. So it really is more about like balance and avoiding, overdoing things, overindulging, things like that. Yeah. Now, the last thing about this new moon is that we have a minor grand trine with Uranus in your sign, Juno in Capricorn, Juno being Jupiter's wife and representing, harmony and equality and balance in relationships and love and marriage and contracts and agreements. Capricorn rules your ninth house of legal matters, of the law, and even your belief system. And they are going to, so they're going to sextile the new moon in Pisces at the apex. What? This is huge. We'll talk about in the second spread where we talk about the lunations and the asteroids and planetoids, but this is like true sacred geometry at work. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising sign or your moon, or for your, your girlfriend, Shelly, your husband, Joe, doesn't matter. It's immutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And I am throwing in Cancer and Scorpio will feel this new moon the most. All right. If you have any planets in your natal chart, 25 to 29 degrees in any of those signs, you're going to feel it. Those planets will be aspected. And Taurus, I'm going to throw you in here as well. You're really going to feel this. The fact that Uranus in your sign it's going to be doing some great things for you. Now, Thursday, March 19th. Nope. Friday, March 20th, which is a loaded day. This is basically a reset. This is welcome to your new era. Okay. With Mercury officially going direct, by the way, meaning all the planets are going to be direct at this point up until May. You have the sun moving into Aries, where the sun is exalted, meaning he does his best for you. The sun does his best in Aries. This is the real new year as well, which I explain in your, monthly forecast, the equinox. Happy spring, happy fall if you're in the southern hemisphere. But welcome to the equinox, where, day and night are perfectly balanced, celebrated by the ancient cultures, many that saw it as, the balance between opposites, of course, like light and dark, life and death. You always need, right, that balance, one or the other. Even like the Sphinx, right, in Egypt, facing directly into the, rising equinox sun, Stonehenge, other megalithic sites, they calibrated equinox alignments. So the equinox, the real new year, so meaningful and has been for thousands of years because they represent that cosmic balance, the new cycle. They're a portal, this new timeline for you. And this new timeline is one that you have never experienced, with the sun, Neptune, Saturn, Venus, Chiron, and the moon all in Aries, while all planets are direct. So that's a lot of energy in Aries. So everything that you released, everything that you reevaluated or, even experienced since the lunar eclipse at the beginning of this month brought you to this moment. Remember, this is the 0 degree Aries point and the equinox, the beginning of all beginnings. Everything comes to life around this time, including you. Remember, the equinox is renewal. It's this rise of energy. You are going to feel this rush, this fire in your belly. It's Aries, a fiery fire sign. So you're going to feel a lot more confidence and have this perspective all through the weekend. I mean, you have this enormous concentration of planets saying, I got you. All right. This is go big or go home energy. And you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. Remember, Aries is the I am of the zodiac. And this matters because of everything that I just said. Everything is neutral. That's why, polarity exists. So I am gives you the power to choose your perception of reality, how you face any challenges, speaking and believing any affirmations that you choose for yourself. I am fearless. I am courageous. This is all about you, Taurus. And it's go time. No breaks. Oh, things are about to, yeah. And this is all to, know thyself, to be fully present and ready to initiate. This is a big moment, a huge moment, the equinox, right at the time of the new moon. Yeah. So for the next 4 weeks, don't live a little, live a lot. Okay. This is all about moving forward, embracing this energetic, entrepreneurial, pioneering spirit. Again, in a very spiritual way for you. This is your 12th house, all this Aries energy. All right. So it's very spiritual. It's healing. I think I mentioned a lot. You're going to become healers in some way, shape, or form to others. And, the 12th house where, Aries represents your 12th house. It's a lot of hidden matters as well. So this week, especially with the lunations, a lot of things can come to the surface. All right. So either way, this is just you really merging your personal identity with your spiritual identity. I mean, they're going to click. All right. And be prepared. Be prepared. We're in Aries season now. All right. It's fiery. It moves fast. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, well, you know what happens, right? Anyway, Saturday, March 21st, you have Mars in Pisces, trine Jupiter in Cancer, and this is at 15 degrees. One of the best days of the year, one of the best aspects of the year, because, you got Mars in Jupiter sign. So there's this really nice reception here. And it's happening days after the new moon. So the new moon is like, it says make a wish, right? Mars trine Jupiter says, oh, we're going to make that wish happen for you. Mars gives you drive. And you have an exalted Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter being Jove, helps expand and bring luck and abundance, wisdom, profit, good fortune, opportunities. Especially, that's your third house. So you got your third and your 11th activated. There's a lot of connecting with others here. It's just, you're definitely going to be connecting with others. Social media really highlighted for you. Something could go viral. You got Jupiter at play. Yeah. As well as there may be something here that you are agreeing to or signing. There may be something here with home and real estate. Yeah. You may be getting good news about a property that you bid on, or maybe you're selling your home. It's a third house. Third house is like agreements. It's also like, there's maybe something here with family. Home and family seems really big. Maybe something with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, even neighbors. But I love this. I love this. It does look like there's something new brewing around this time. And remember, Jupiter hasn't been in Cancer since 2014. So we have not had this in 12 years. You are going to feel it. You're going to feel strongly supported. Use this aspect. I mean, just be open to opportunity, because what you seek is seeking you. Thank you, Rumi. And it will be the water signs, and I'm throwing in the earth signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn will feel this the most. Mm-hmm. And if you have any planets 12 to 16 degrees, especially in any of the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you're definitely going to feel this. One other thing I'm going to tell you, Taurus, is that the moon will be in your sign. Yeah. Yeah. You're excited, aren't you? All weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So the moon being exalted in your sign, hey, this is really great. I mean, the fact that it's happening when Mars trines Jupiter. But anyway, we'll talk about that more in the second spread, the bonus spread. One other thing, I didn't put it on the whiteboard because I was going to talk about it next week. I'm just going to tell you now, Sunday, March 22nd, that's when we have the Sun conjunct Neptune in Aries, okay? 2 degrees. This is the first time since 1861 that we've had this. So nobody living on this planet, unless you are a zombie or a vampire, has ever experienced this Neptune Kazemi. This is transcendent. This is peak cinema, as the kids say, because the sun, this life force, right? Amplifying the energies of Neptune, which is inspiration, spirituality, the arts, but also, again, it's just visual, it's cinematography, it's galleries, it's museums, it's things like that, right? Photography. So it's also just very soulful. It's all about your vision, yeah? As a visionary. So, visualize. Visualization activates neural pathways in the brain. New ones. It increases your, confidence. This is literal neuroscience, by the way. Vision boards. What a great day to do a vision board. This is also a day you may get, downloads. This is your 12th house. Okay? Nobody else has this. Neptune is the native ruler of the 12th. And so you're really going to feel this. All right, Taurus? And you're definitely going to feel it the week after. You're going to feel it over the weekend for sure. Yep. It is Sunday where it's like at its peak. And don't forget, Neptune rules music. And sound is vibration. It's healing. Play music that inspires you. Pick up a ukulele. Go see Shakira in concert. Whatever you need to do. Just be inspired. And this is actually really great for artists. Yeah? If you're an artist, your creativity is just going to be next level. Yeah. It's going to be really great. But you, Taurus, and everybody, you're going to explore what is truly meaningful to you with this aspect, like your spiritual purpose. And again, just remember, Neptune is in Aries now. You're the visionary leader, that spiritual warrior. This is all about knowing your quest, knowing your vision, connecting with the divine within you, and then going forth. Remember, Saturn's here too. Saturn's karma. He's going to reward you. Yeah, when you trust your vision and do the work, you're going to be good. All right? As long as you avoid the lower expressions of the Sun conjunct Neptune, which would be following, delusions. Being in La La Land. Because it is also like fantasy, but I mean, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. Let's get started. Let's see what is going on for you for, this week, March, whether it was 15th, 16th to the 22nd. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Taurus. Yep. Taurus, you are you're really great. And with a Neptune Cazimi, by the way, it's going to be the fire and the air signs that feel that the most. If you have any planets 0 to 4 degrees and any of those signs in your natal chart, well, you're definitely going to feel it. And it's going to feel really good. But don't forget, next week we do have the Sun conjunct Saturn too. I do a traditional cult cross spread. Offers the best overview if we, especially for a weekly reading, if we need to pull clarifiers. Yeah, we're gonna. You know, I love y'all, Taurus. Y'all are so fun. You crack me up. Y'all are cracking me up. Taurus, I'd say the other thing is you may have a little bit of moments this week. Like you're gonna want some time to yourself. Take that time, all right? Just don't be, lost in the sauce, especially with such a strong aspect like the Sun conjunct Neptune. But, the 12th house is so activated for you. And that is, a little bit just like alone time. Like I need to process things. I also need to just clear my mind. Anyway, let's, yeah. Are you, let's just move this over here. Because I know you're about to take a screenshot. You're good. AF. Taurus. What is happening? You have the Empress. You have a Goddess. This is so you. She's out in nature. You're an earth sign. This is your soul glorified, right? This is super conscious love. This is, like I said, this is going to be, even this week, just so visceral for you. You can even see the symbol of Venus, your ruler, by the way, in this stone-shaped right here. This is abundance. This is luxury. This is, passion. This is living life through passion and in your pleasures. This is also creation. It's a birth of new things. She is pregnant, by the way. You see the pomegranates all over her gown. There's this sense of growth. But again, something new. There's something new brewing for you. This is really amazing. Y'all are good. Actually, we did, yeah. Well, a lot of y'all may have kids. Congratulations. Because you have so much energy in home and family, it could also be an expansion in your home, as in maybe, granddaughter, right? Or new addition to the family. This is amazing. A lot of creative energy too, by the way. And then, what? You have the 9 of Cups in the heart of your spread. This is your week. This card, by the way, is attributed to Jupiter and Pisces. It is a Pisces card, okay? Jupiter rules Pisces. Now, this is the wish come true card. What did I say about this new moon in Pisces? That's in your 11th house of your future hopes and goals and long-term dreams and wishes. There's something you're getting. This is a card of, being satisfied. I'm happy with this. I'm overly happy. But I'm also proud of myself. So be proud of yourself this week with whatever is happening here. That is just, it's beyond. It's beyond to say. Anyway, you're actually really, really, really good. You got that Page of Pentacles in your challenge area. That's fine. 2 things. 1, yeah, Mercury retrograde, Mercury going direct. when Mercury goes direct, remember it's the bookends of Mercury retrogrades that are really strong. And then when Mercury goes direct, he's still in shadow, right? So even though he's not retrograde anymore, you need to give him a little bit of time to just fully get back into Mercury mode, right? And so there may be something here where, there still may be a delay for something that you're seeking, something that you want to launch, something that has to do with money, well, maybe something owed to you, but you're going to be fine. You see that. Like, it will happen, just a little delay. And remember, it's just a weekly reading, right? Secondly, there may be someone in within your world, maybe someone a little younger because it is a page, or I would just say like not as much experience that you have. Maybe you need to guide them a little bit. Okay, it could be, someone that works for you. It could be one of your children, but just keep that in mind. Especially like you don't want to give them, access to your, QuickBooks. All right, just keep that in mind now. And you will know, when you know, right? Other thing is Pentacles. If you're it's your physical reality as well. It's your, physical realm. So for a lot of y'all, there may be something here with a relationship with money. Okay. And thus career. We have careers to make money. There may be just something here. Just pay attention to anything that maybe slowed down, maybe that hasn't materialized yet, or maybe there is someone, again, a little bit younger who you just kind of have to feel that out intuitively. Maybe have a conversation depending on your relationship with that person. Now, you have the Hangman in your crown. Amazing. The fact that you have half the solar system moving into your 12th house this week, well, 3 planets already there, right? But then by the second half, you're going to have a lot. When you move into April, you're going to have 7 planets in Aries. That rules your 12th house. And again, the 12th house is very deeply spiritual. So there's meaning behind a lot of the things that you do, or there will have to be, right? That's in the direction that you're going. And you have the Hangman in your crown. So this is surrender. This is you realizing this week some things just don't work the way that they used to, which is why you're gonna see things in different ways. This is broadening your horizons and opening your mind. And this is also, maybe there is, like I said, for you, a little bit of a moment where you might pull yourself out of certain situations to have that pause and to just go deep, go in the woods, bring up some bait and tackle, whatever you want. Just have a moment by yourself, meditate a moment, clear your head, and just think about the new directions that you want to move in. You see, he does have a halo around his head. And remember, I talked about choices earlier. This was his choice to hang himself upside down, to see the world in a different way, to see things in a different way. Okay? And in order to do that, you have to surrender. You have to surrender a lot. Release. Okay? Especially up here. The Hangman attributed to the planet Neptune, that's in Aries, in your 12th house, which again is very spiritual, and the subconscious. The Queen of Cups and the root of your spread. This is someone who, leads with her heart. She's a big leader. She has so much compassion and empathy, a lot of emotional intelligence. And so with it being such a, emotionally driven week, especially for you, nobody else has this stellium in, in Aries in your 12th, right? There's that spiritual warrior, visionary leader archetype. And so it just seems like that you are going to be, again, emotionally satisfied. I feel like there is this sense of everything that you're doing this week. There's something where it requires you being emotionally fulfilled, but also contributing to the collective in some way or another. And even if that's just you being, like the rock for other people within, your world. But I really love this because you also got the King of Cups. So you got the pair. And the King and the Queen, the difference is, the kings are a little bit more, public facing. Yeah. Their powers are a little bit more external. That's being that rock for other people. Remember, I said a lot of y'all are going to be the healers. You're going to be the healers. You're going to help others in some way, shape, or form. All right. Whether it is, being a therapist or doing art therapy or even yoga or, meditation teacher, like whatever it is, there's just something there that helps. And this is really great. This is full emotional stability. Look how satisfied you're going to be. This is a lot of, confidence, but also this self-love as well. And do you see how significant this week is going to be? You got just one pip card. You got one pip in the heart of your spread. And it's a good one. Let's get to your stuff. Taurus. What a week. What a week. Yeah. By the way, also with the 12th house, oh, yeah, you're going to be telepathic. You know that? The King of Cups and even the Queen. They're the most intuitive. They're the most psychic. Oh, yeah. Your 12th house, when you have... you're going to have 7 planets there at the time of the new moon next month. Like, you're just moving in that direction. You're going to be able to, like, read minds. You're good. Anyway, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are really great. Taurus. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. You got the 10 of swords. That's good. I like it. I like it. Because what's really interesting here, look at your main spread, right? You didn't get any swords. By the way, you didn't get any wands at all. We'll talk about that. It's not a bad thing, but that 10 of swords, there's something here where bring in some of that, swords is intellect. Swords is, the mind, right? And so this is a lot of feeling, yeah, with, all the cups here. That's a lot of emotions, a lot of feeling, which is great. But, this is just saying don't ignore those things that are maybe like in your consciousness, right? Don't ignore them. And it's okay to, with your 12th house so activated, there's a little bit of, withdrawal, okay? And again, not a bad thing. It's just, there may be something that you're going to have to end, all right? And so that's, even with Mercury in the North Node, like what I said earlier, Mercury being the mind, right? There may be something that you have been avoiding, but you can't anymore. You're going to have to, and that there might be a little bit of a sting behind it. There may be something that just comes up this week, like you don't know about it now, but this week it's like, oh, okay, that was the thing. But once it's over, it's over. Yeah, they're ripping off the Band-Aid. And then you have the death card. You're going to go through some enormous change. You probably already know it. You probably already know there's this new life chapter, this new epic on the other side of where you are now. It's almost, you like, look at this. When you know. So, yeah. Don't resist any change. Just go with it, right? Go with the changes that you want. The Death card is one of the best cards in the deck. And this is just, this is a transformation in process. Okay? Remember, you're a butterfly. Or no, you're a caterpillar. You're in stage 3. Okay? You're in stage 3. You're really good. You also got the Knight of Pentacles. I really love that. This is just showing that what you're doing this week is contributing to having this stability moving forward. Great discipline. This is all about the long term with that Knight of Pentacles. And yes, money, finances, a really big theme for you. But like I said, Pentacles are your physical realm. All right, so it can be, a relationship, whatever you're really investing your time and energy into, all right, that you're choosing for yourself. And then you have that Six of Swords and your final outcome. So this, again, it doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal. But if it is, you do have that Six of Swords in your final outcome where it's saying, hey, look at where my finger's at, right? The turbulent water, it's turbulent here. And then the direction they're going, there's no undulation. It is clear, crystal clear. It is just this easy journey from this moment forward. All right? You're going to be really fine. You got, yeah. Look at your last week's reading. It's what you wanted. It's just, even like, it is really moving from one place up here to another. It's like clearing the decks. That's why a lot of you are going to have these moments of like solitude. I need time for myself, and you're going to process a lot. And then you're going to have that acceptance. Okay? He's accepted. Acceptance. Whatever's happened, it's happened. But I'm not going to stay stuck. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to learn from all this. And again, I love that you got it last week. So it does look like there's something that's been on your mind. And this is just time. This is the time to just hit the road, Jack. Yeah. Anything that's taking up too much headspace. And it looks like communication, all of that, right? Swords. It's just easier now. It's going to be a lot easier, especially with that. So this is also, it feels like a lot of y'all may have just kind of like been, dwelling on something for a long time too. And now it's like, no, you got new things coming through. You got to make room for the new. So Taurus, y'all are amazing. Next week, well, it's a big week. The Saturn Kazemi is huge. I mean, there's just so many things. We'll talk about it next week. And then the second spread, the bonus spread, yes, where we'll talk about the lunations, the, asteroids, the, minor grand trine that does involve Juno. And then we're going to do a spread just on the new moon in Pisces. I do want to isolate that. So Tier 3 members, really good and legendary members, thank you for being members. You know where to find the link. Anyone is welcome to join. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Taurus, I can't even. Oh, the wands. Yeah, no wands. That's fine. Just, wands are just, they have the spirit of fire. Yeah. When I was talking about, like, fire in your belly, fire under your feet, like that, that is a little bit of like, it's that life force energy. Okay. And so there may be just like feeling a little bit more inspired, right? This week. I think you will be, but really like feeling it deep in your bones. Let's bring that into existence this week with no one's here. But anyway, either way, you're actually really good. Taurus, if you like this, did I say that? Yeah, I did. Okay, so Taurus, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.